Good morning students, I am in cloud 9 to see you. This is Gopal from Department of Chemistry, Bharadasana Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Arakonam. Today we are going to see 11th Chemistry 6th unit. Now today's topic is Boyle's Law, a recap. We already discussed about Boyle's Law. Today we will briefly discuss about the Boyle's Law. What is Boyle's Law? You know well, Boyle's Law simply describes the relationship between pressure and volume. When considered pressure and volume, both are inversely proportional to it, P inversely proportional to volume, but at constant temperature, at constant T temperature. So, when we see the relationship between pressure and volume experimentally, we should keep the temperature at constant. So, this is the Boyle's law. So, we can write the definition for the Boyle's law by using this term: pressure is inversely proportional to the volume at constant temperature. So, this is the correct definition for Boyle's law. So, by knowing this, you can mathematically express the Boyle's law like this: pressure is inversely proportional to volume. So, P inversely proportional to volume. So, here you take a constant, because when you write it as PV is equal to, then you want to put one constant K, you know. So, K can be written as constant divided by volume. So, PV is equal to K. If you keep an experimental Boyle's law, means in this experiment you can take two pressures and two volumes. When applying the pressure, what will happen for volume? We will check. When you increasing the pressure, volume will decrease. So, it will opposite, you know. So, P1 if it increased means the V1 will kept in a particular amount. If P2 is obtained by increasing P1, then the V2 value should be decreased. So, when we increasing the pressure, the final volume is decreased. So, volume and pressure is opposite. Let you can do as a demonstrate, you can press any gaseous chambers, for example balloons. When you pressing the balloons, the balloon will decrease the volume. So, it is a basic experiment, and by knowing Boyle's law, you can write the unit for pressure and volume. If you write the pressure, you can write Newton divided by meter squared as is the unit. Not only the Newton divided by meter squared, you can also use the pressure millimeter mercury or Pascal or ATM atmosphere or Newton by meter squared. Pressure has various units, we will discuss about in the next video. And if you know the Boyle's law means, let it go to the experiment. So, this is the Boyle's law experiment. It is given in your book, figure number 6.1 in the gaseous state lesson. This is a tube. In this tube, you can see this colored material. This colored material is Hg. What is Hg? It is a symbol for the element mercury. So, mercury is written as Hg. Here we use mercury as an indicator. We already used mercury in thermometer, you know, it will indicate the temperature level. Likewise, it will show us the volume level inside the gases. Here you kept the gas means, first the initial volume is V at a particular pressure. So, now if you apply the pressure, the mercury will translate to the next side, from right side to left side, so that the volume is decreased by V by 2. So, if you apply more pressure means the volume further decreased into V by 3. So, it is a basic experiment. By doing this experiment, you can know that when we applying the pressure, volume is decreased. That is the concept. It is a Boyle's law experiment. note it. Here I give a black and white diagram clearly. The mercury is pressed by the pressure air, pressurized gas is given inside the tube. When you are applying the pressure, volume is decreases here. You note the volume in this side. This is the volume noting side. So, very easy to identify the pressure and volume, but one condition is we should keep the temperature at normal temperature or constant temperature. Here I use the room temperature condition. Otherwise, you can do this experiment at the higher temperature also, but at that temperature the temperature should be constant. Do not change the temperature as higher or lower. Okay. So, temperature at constant is the essential condition for the Boyle's law experiment. This is the experimental diagram. So, now we know well about the Boyle's law. According to Boyle's law, P directly proportional to 1 by V. Good. So, if I put 1 for this, first initial pressure is P1 means initial volume V1. So, final pressure P2 means and the final volume V2. We can match this equation as P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. This is also the mathematical expression for the Boyle's law. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Here you can write it as P1 divided by V2 equal to P2 divided by V1. In this, the volume can also be written in another form. In physics, you studied about the volume as mass divided by density. It is called as volume. At a particular density, it can produce a particular mass. So, the density can produce the mass, that is called as volume. V is equal to m divided by d. You can use this for this also. If you are applying this means P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. In this equation, I will apply now. P1 m divided by d1 equal to P2 m divided by d2. There you see, here I do not write m1 m2 because the mass m is constant, because the pressure only changes its volume of gas, but do not differ the masses of gas. Volume, whether it may be in lower or higher, the mass will be same. So, mass is constant. So, you can negligible, mass is negligible, you can erase the m values. So, you can write P1 divided by d1 equal to P2 divided by d2. So, this is also the another form of Boyle's law. Here we used the density d instead of volume, that is all. So, you can note it for the further clarification. Okay students, now I hope you are very clear about the Boyle's law. This recap will be useful for you. In the below description, you have the study material and self assessment. Write the self assessment test and study the study material. If you have any more doubt, you can contact us. Thanks for making time. Thank you.